Hello my friends, tonight we have things and secrets you didn't know about Elizabeth. To know these secrets, follow this video with us for the next and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button. The reign of Queen Elizabeth II saw the decline of Britain's influence in the United Kingdom, and 14 countries in the Commonwealth of Nations and the Fifth. In her coronation ceremony in 1953, Elizabeth II was crowned Queen of 7 other countries: the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Pakistan, and Ceylon, which later became Sri Lanka. The number increased with the acceleration of decolonization, and the British colonies and protectorates became new Commonwealth states, and some major states decided to have them, while others abstained. In the countries that remained a queen, her role was largely symbolic, and the rulers of these countries carried out her order greatly, and they played the role of the Queen's deputy and actually carried out the tasks of the head of state. And she was the queen of every independent nation in her own right, not just for being the Queen of Britain. At her death she was president of Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu and the United Kingdom. These countries are about the broader Commonwealth of 54 countries since the Queen is the head of state. What is happening in Buckingham Palace now after the death of Queen Elizabeth? And the newspaper The Independent reported that there is a wide-ranging plan that has been in place since the 1960s, and it is called the London Bridge is Down, according to which the Prime Minister is informed, who announces the launch of the operation and the start of carrying out the most detailed funeral in the modern history of the United Kingdom. She explained that 48 steps are being taken, including the Queen's private secretary, Sir Christopher Gittett, will be the first to learn of the death, and he calls the Prime Minister to inform him of the start of Operation London Bridge is Down. Then the Foreign Office's Global Response Centre notifies 15 governments outside the United Kingdom where the Queen holds the presidency of these countries, and 36 other countries within the Commonwealth, and the journalist syndicate is informed, to alert the global media. A black-edged note is then hung on the gates of Buckingham Palace. The BBC activates the wireless alert system, which is dedicated to the death of senior members of the royal family, and the media publish its pre-made stories, films, and obituaries. Blue obituary lights start flashing at commercial radio stations. DJs will turn to the news in minutes. The news anchors and anchors will wear black clothes and ties. Pilots will announce her death to airline passengers. The London Stock Exchange will also be closed. She stated that the Queen's coffin would be carried on a green cannon cart accompanied by 138 sailors, a tradition dating back to Queen Victoria, and then go to Windsor Castle, and when it is entered into the church then the cameras will stop broadcasting, and the country will remain in mourning for at least 3 days. The Queen may be buried in St. George's Chapel in Windsor, Sandringham, or even Balmoral in Scotland. Crown Prince Charles, who will become the new king, will address the nation on the evening of her death. Tickets to proclaim him the king will be printed within 24 hours, and Camilla Parker Bowles, Duchess of Cornwall, will become Queen Camilla. During the 9 days following her death, there will be ritual proclamations and diplomatic gatherings, and King Charles will visit on a tour of England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. The day of the coronation of King Charles will be declared a national holiday, and the lyrics of the national anthem will change. While there is some confusion over who will become the head of the Commonwealth, the title is not hereditary. And the presence of unusual details in the last photo of Britain's Queen Elizabeth II. In photographs taken of the Queen, Elizabeth II appears in good spirits, with the exception of a noticeable bruise on her right hand. And the talk is about photos taken during Queen Elizabeth's reception of the new British Prime Minister Liz Truss at Balmoral Castle, which happened 2 days before the Queen's death. This surprised some and wondered what is the secret of this bruise. If you liked the video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell button to know all our news.